Hello Floss Tube, it's Diane the Hot Mess Princess coming to you with another Floss Tube video. So a little bit of a difference in my setup today. I'm trying to alleviate some of the weird focus issues I have when I sit over in my stitchy chair. So we're going to try this today. I apologize for all of the visual clutter behind me. If this works, then I'll work on that. But we're just testing things today. So anyway, before we get started on FlossTube, I haven't talked to you guys since New Year's Eve, I don't think. It's been a little bit. So every year I do, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 New Year's resolutions just for fun. It's not to put any pressure on myself. It's just to have some fun goals in mind, and I try to make them across a broad range of things, personal goals, travel goals, etc. So I thought I'd have some fun and share those with you guys. Although if you follow me on my Facebook fan page and I think Instagram, I've probably shared these with you. So I apologize if it's repetitive. Also, no. Completely lost my thought. I have no idea what the hell I was just gonna say. Anyway, let's go with New Year's resolutions, okay? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 New Year's resolutions to share with you. First is to visit a new country or two, because I'm always going to London and I love London. It's always going to be near and dear to me. All of England is going to be near and dear to me forever, but I need to branch out. So I was thinking maybe visiting a new country would be a fun thing. So I'm going to try to do that. Also on the weight loss front, hitting 250 on the scale. And I don't usually get all hung up on numbers, but as most of you know, I weighed 398 pounds just 5 years ago. So I've been at the same weight for a few years, and I kind of want to see the number on the scale go farther south. So I thought it would be fun to challenge myself to hit 250 on the scale. So that's a goal. And then, of course, get that blue ribbon in needlework at the State Fair of Texas. I'm going to be chasing that until it's mine. So yeah, so that's always a New Year's resolution. Quit drinking aspartame, the sweetener, which is it's in diet soda, but I don't really drink diet soda. It's in Crystal Light, which has always been my fallback when I want a little flavor of something, because I hate iced tea. And don't tell the rest of Texas that, because I can probably get thrown out of the state for saying that, but I really hate iced tea. So yeah, so quit aspartame. I threw all the Crystal Light out in the house and have been drinking water, and it's been going okay. It's not been horrible or anything. And then finally, redo the ugly master bedroom and bathroom that I have never decorated since we bought this house. Like, we bought this house in 2007 and I haven't decorated it yet. It's white walls, it's boring, it's awful, and I really need a sanctuary. Yeah. Oh, I did have one more. I have 6 New Year's resolutions, because the last one is beat insomnia. And redecorating the master bedroom is going to go a little bit towards beating insomnia, because I need a restful retreat to sleep in, and I don't have one right now. I have an ugly, unimaginative retreat back there. It's not good. So anyway, beating insomnia is a big New Year's resolution for me. So we will, we'll see how I go. Those are my New Year's resolutions. I know it's the middle of January, but I haven't had time to do a FlossTube video. So there you go. Wish me luck. So, okay, so those are my New Year's resolutions. Now I have one shout out to Lindy. Thank you so much, Lindy. Lindy actually sent me this magnesium spray. See? Ooh. Magnesium spray that's supposed to help with insomnia. It helps her with insomnia. And although I have tons of essential oils in this house, and magnesium technically is not an oil, Although you can find magnesium oil like on Amazon and stuff, but it's not really an oil. I've tried tons of essential oil cures and stuff for insomnia, and it's like, no, it doesn't work on me. Congrats to you if it works, but on me it does not. I have a ton of essential oils. So anyway, I'm interested to see what happens with the magnesium spray. I didn't have a chance to use it last night. So I am going to use it tonight. So let's see what happens. So there's that. That's my shout out. And then let's talk about haul. Okay. I forgot. Okay. One piece of haul I forgot to share with you guys in my last video. When I was in London, I went to this store called Embroidery London, and it's a fairly well-known store. It's a really cute store to walk through. It's fairly expensive, but the fun thing that I love about Embroidery London is they have a haberdashery, which is basically just quilting and sewing supplies. But I love to look in there and poke around for different things. Their needlepoint kits are quite expensive. Not in my price range. And then they had some embroidery kits, just, you know, a basic hoop with some muslin and some floss, and they were like 35 pounds. Yikes. So I didn't go for any of that, but I saw this and it was so cute. It's a needle book, right? It's so cute. So I bought this when I was in London last time, and I forgot to share it with you. See, it's got needles in it that I will take out, but it also has a pair of scissors. And, you know, it's just little felt pages where you can store your needles. And I thought it was cute. And what I really loved about it is the fabric. There we go. The fabric is peacock feathers. I just stitched a peacock, right? So I just thought that was really cute and cool. So that's the needle book from my last trip to London. And then I had a wonderful surprise about a week or so ago in the mailbox from It's So Emma. Lori Holt from the Bee in My Bonnet Company has designed a new pattern called the Vintage Christmas Sampler, and they sent me a pattern for free, and I love that they did that. It is absolutely adorable. So this is my unintentional haul. It's so cute, and it has like Santa has a little button, and the gingerbread guy has a little button. Hold on. Can you even see that? I'll bet you can see Downton Abbey in my TV better than you can see that. I'm working on the camera situation, so I apologize. So anyway, thank you so much to It's So Emma. Lori Holt designs some really cute stuff, and I love it. And I love that they thought it to send me this pattern. I'm totally going to stitch it for Christmas next year. It's going to go into my rotation shortly, but not yet. So, so that's haul. So, now let's move on to works in progress and the State Fair of Texas. Oh, hold on. Okay. The State Fair of Texas, always on my mind, right? Because it's my goal to what? Win a blue ribbon in needlework in the State Fair of Texas. So, I've still been hemming and hawing around about, what project I'm going to do for this year's State Fair of Texas. And so yesterday I thought, okay, I have to make a decision. This is going to be it. I'm going to stitch this pattern. I love this pattern. I bought it on Etsy. I'll share the information in, you know, the little blurby on YouTube. So if you want to buy it, you can too. Look at that. Oh, sorry. Daenerys from Game of Thrones. Love her. Really want to stitch this, right? So I thought, okay, that's it. I'm making my decision. I figured out how many stitches I would need to do a week, a day, in order to get it done. And it was totally impossible, but I just told myself, oh yeah, I can do it. With my travel schedule for work and all this other stuff. Yeah, no problem. I can do it. I'll find a way. I'm going to do it. Yeah. Okay. So I went to the Stitch Niche yesterday, which is my local needlework shop, to buy the fabric. And here's the fabric. Stitching it on linen. The pattern says Ada. I really hate Ada. Sorry, Ada fans. Can't stand it. So I went to buy the fabric. Are you guys ready to see the size this thing's going to be, because, you know, I know it says on the pattern the size and everything, but I'm not good at reading it and getting it in here. I don't do the math. This is the size. It's like a bed sheet. So yeah, this will not be getting done for the 2019 State Fair of Texas. This is my 2020 project though. At least I have next year's done, which I'm going to start that this year. In the next few weeks, I will start this project. I have no effing idea how I'm going to work this. It's a gigantic piece of fabric. No idea. I don't want to think about it right now. So that was my choice for this year's State Fair of Texas. Not going to work. So I had to go with something else. And I think I told you guys I had already started this smaller project that I want to enter in the State Fair of Texas. It's called Mlady at Christmas, and it's by Little House Needleworks. So still plan to enter her in the State Fair of Texas. This is my progress so far. Not a lot of progress, but a little. And then my choice, now that Daenerys scared the ever-loving crap out of me, my next choice is something fairly simple, but I'm going to put a creative spin on it, which is Cross Stitch Nation by Heartstring Sampler. I belong to the Cross Stitch Nation, which we all do, right? So I started that. I bought the fabric, started it. Got that started. I am going to, there are a lot of white faces on the pattern. And so I'm going to change some to make it a little bit more diverse. And I am going to attempt to put some real cross-stitch supplies in these people's hands. We'll see how good I am at doing that. So there's that. So those are my two State Fair of Texas projects, and they are smaller, and that probably means I'm not going to get a blue ribbon this year because, well, I don't know. Somebody has to win a blue ribbon for that category, right? Let's not rule it out. I'm being kind of a pessimist. I usually enter the big category, you know, the bigger pieces. And this year I'm going smaller because I have to. I can't finish a big project this year with everything I have going on at work. So, yeah, so let's just be optimistic. We're just going to leave it there. And then final work in progress, of course, is the Medieval Garden bookmark kit that I bought at Westminster Abbey when I was in London. I've made some progress on that. Boy, I really need to get the camera figured out. Sorry, guys. I think hubby and I are going to look into maybe getting a GoPro. Even though GoPro is like, doesn't that make you think of like bicycling and really action-packed things? And I'm going to use a GoPro to sit on my butt and do needlework. So, anyway, that's, those are all my traditional works in progress. And then, of course, I really need to get a little more organized before I do this. So one of the things I've talked to you guys about before is, of course, I'm a member of the Embroidery Guild of America, which is a really fun national group if you're in the United States to belong to. And I'm taking a correspondence course right now in perfectly counted cross stitches, which is my super secret plan for winning a blue ribbon in the State Fair of Texas. Shh, don't tell anyone. So part of this is I have to chart my own sampler and have so many different stitches, etc. So I'm proud to report that I have started charting it. I didn't get very far, but I did start it. I'm still way behind in the class, but I have until May. And yeah, so we'll see. So far, so sort of good. So I have that done, or it started, not done. Brains. And then really, I think this is going to be a super short floss tube. That's all I have to report. Oh, the other work in progress, you know, my class project from the Embroidery Guild of America's national seminar that I started, that I went to in October. I really wanted to get that piece done from that class. It's really pretty. Of course, my stitching is horrible because I'm learning, right? But with everything else that I want to stitch right now, I just need to be real and say, I'm not going to be able to get it all done. So I have wrapped it up properly and put it in plastic, because the gold that you actually stitch into the fabric, that stuff can tarnish, and the silver too, and I don't want it to tarnish. So I wrapped it up very, very well, and it is under the bookcase in my Stitchy Stash Closet. So that has gotten taken off the active rotation. It is now in the stash closet. So, and speaking of the stash closet, I am happy to take you guys on a tour of it today. So, after I'm done blabbing at you right now, then I will take you on a tour of the Stitchy Stash Closet, which is pretty dang organized. So, hope you like seeing that. Although I did want it to be all perfect and labeled with the Cricut things that I'm going to make for the Stitchy Stash Closet. But if I wait for that, I'm going to be 60 years old by the time you see it. So I just thought, screw it. You will forgive me for that, won't you? I think so. So anyway, I'll do that. And then, you know, Rebel, the kitten, of course, she's fabulous and she's fine and she loves her doggies and she rules the house and all is well. And don't have any new weight loss things to report. I spent last weekend cleaning the bedroom and organizing it so well that my exercise bike and my elliptical trainer are unencumbered. There's nothing on them. They are ready to be used. I am ready to go. So that's a little bit of progress for that. And then, of course, my New Year's resolution of hitting 250 on the scale. Need to get moving. So there's that. I think that's it. Stay tuned for the Stitchy Stash Closet tour at the end of this video. And remember, as you go about your week coming up, be nice humans. Okay? See you guys soon. Okay, time to go into the Stitchy Closet. Let's go. So, pretty neatly organized here. We'll go from top to bottom. Okay? Up here, this is all stuff that I have previously kitted. This is my punch needle stuff. And then this is all patterns right here. This is kitted patterns, and this is cross-stitch fabric. And this basket I just can't get rid of. I found a kitten once who turned into my cat Caesar, and I can't get rid of it because I used to carry him around in that tiny little basket. This is just stationery supplies, and that is old memorabilia crap that I don't need. Here's the dog's Halloween costumes. This is Dyson was BB-8. So anyway, this is just a bit of filing, and then I have small tools like rings, the rings that I keep my floss bags on, cross-stitch cards, tracing paper, graph paper. And then this is just miscellaneous art supplies and things. Right here, this is needlework that is not, they can't be categorized elsewhere. Like this is the embroidery kit that I bought last time I was in London. This too, a various bunch of different kits in there. What is that? That is more of the same, I think. I need to get back in the Cricut and label these. There's my Hampton Court Palace embroidery postcard, things like that. And I believe my paper embroidery. You know what? Let's just look, because this is a tour of the Stitchy Closet, so we should be looking. I think my paper embroidery stuff is in here. Yep. Basics of Embroidery on Paper. It's really cool. I got that book on Amazon. I'll put a link in the YouTube video. And then this is pillowcase kit that's just flat embroidery. So this is all embroidery. This was really cool. If you saw the Hunger Games, this is a picture
of something someone shared, I think on Reddit ages ago, of the arena from Hunger Games, and someone embroidered it. There's no pattern or anything, but I thought it was such a cool idea and I wanted to keep it. So anyway, this is all, there's some vintage hankies that I bought at Antique Mall, things like that. So there's that. This is Tools and Notions. And for right now, the dreaded green participant ribbon from the State Fair of Texas is up here. I really have to find a home for that. This is Fancy Floss. This is loose DMC that I was not organized and did not put away. Mini cross-stitch kits. You know those, the World of Cross-Stitching magazine, those little things, the little mini kits that come with those magazines. Like this guy. Excuse me. Those are all, that's all mini cross-stitch kits or little bookmarks, things like that. This is actual cross-stitch kits, not things I've kitted up, like up here. These are actual kits that I've purchased already, put together and assembled. So that's that. And then that is ribbon embroidery. So that's all my ribbon embroidery pattern books. And then these are, oh, these, I love these. These are silk ribbons that the instructor actually hand dyed. The instructor, I took my ribbon embroidery course from at the Royal School of Needlework at Hampton Court Palace. So this is all ribbon embroidery stuff. And then this is cross-stitch magazines from the UK. So the World of Cross-Stitching and all of that stuff. This is obviously painting supplies, because this is my craft closet as well as my needlework closet. And then this is cross-stitch magazines from the US. As you can see, it's piling up. Lots of stuff. And then down here, this is all fat quarters and fabrics and ribbons. I tend to buy fat quarters even though I'm not a quilter. I use different fabrics for cross-stitch finishing on the backs. That's why I have these. I'm not a quilter. And then this is a bit of excess. This is a piece of fleece. I'm going to make Rebel a blankie, and it won't fit in there. So this is where I keep my frames and my Q-snaps. Metal stamping stuff. And then I think that's jewelry making supplies, as is that. My glue gun, blah, blah, blah. So, and then this thing under here is the kit, or the kit. It's the project from the annual, the EGA seminar that I went to in October. It has to be cut off from the air, so it's wrapped in plastic and in a towel, and it's under there until I can work on it. It's on a scroll frame. So there's that. And then extra hoops, I just keep on the closet wall. I keep them like that, so they stay out of the way because they drive me crazy. And then on the inside of the door, this is where I have all of my DMC floss. So it looks really crappy right now because I just used painter's tape to put the number. So color 48 through 125, Blanc through 372, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to use my Cricut and make proper labels, but I haven't done that yet. So I used to have all of my floss wrapped on bobbins and stacked in bins, but I don't have any more bin space, as you can see, and it's more important to me to have bin space for more cross-stitch patterns than for floss. So yeah, so that's my Stitchy Stash. Pretty neat. You can actually see closet floor. Yay! That's it.